Broncos and the New York Jets. Now the kicker, Brandon McManus, about ready to get us started. And we are underway from MetLife Stadium.
Braxton Berrios selected to bring it out.
Well, now how about this return? And he takes it all the way across the 40 before going out of bounds.
Well, as they say, if you drew it up, you couldn't have drawn it a whole lot better. That's exactly how you wanted to start the game. Excellent momentum off the opening kickoff.
A little jet sweep to start the drive.
And he's across the 45. It'll be second down. Coming up on 2nd and 7. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
Meanwhile, Wilson's throw here into the hands of Moore.
And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Boy, no problems getting down the field here on this opening drive. They've looked really sharp in the early going, and they've come up with some big plays already. Here's another that's going to set up 1st and goal.
They'll run with Hall.
And he's in. Touchdown, Jets.
Breece Hall.
A 3-yard touchdown run.
And the Jets get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
And they do exactly what they wanted to. Opening drive, they get into the end zone. They do it on the ground.
And not only is the person lugging the ball happy, of course, because he got it into the end zone. How about the offensive linemen and receivers who are blocking for him? They have to feel great about themselves, sticking it in the end zone on a running play.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
So 1st and 10 here for Wilson and the Broncos.
At their own 25-yard line. Now the first carry for Chase Edmonds.
And he'll get this up just shy of the 30.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
2nd down and another run with Edmonds.
It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming. Again, they run with Edmonds. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big third down pickup to keep their drive alive.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Play action. It's Wilson.
On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
Fourth down. Here's Wilson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the offense will recover, but it won't make much difference here. This will still be a turnover on downs. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And it'll be a turnover on downs. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
With that kind of run on 1st down, that's a winning type of a run. That just sets things up for them moving forward as they begin the drive.
On 2nd down, a run with Hall.
This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. On 3rd and 1, Wilson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you've got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there.
They'll go for it and run a little touch pass here.
And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall.
And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
9-yard line, 2nd and 6. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And it's a touchdown for the Jets. Elijah Moore, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Jets go up by 2 touchdowns. Zerline good with a PAT. And that'll make the score 14-0. Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive, but at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer, and make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield, but he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
Oh, he's got a little daylight, and he will finally be taken down at the Jets' 32-yard line. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. And here's a quick throw to Hamler on the edge. And all the way home for a Broncos score. K.J. Hamler, 32 yards. And the Broncos have got it back to within a score. Had the option to hand that one off or run it himself, but instead, a really easy, quick pass.
I like the way they made a decisive decision and got it right to the receiver. One move later, he's in the end zone.
McManus's point after is good, and that'll make our score 14-7. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Berrios now from his end zone. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. So for this offense, Charles, remember, drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touch. He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Jets. Garrett Wilson, 68 yards. And the Jets are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Zerline now for the PAT. It's good, and it is now 21-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
This offense on third down today, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Another carry now for Edmonds. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Ashton Davis.
That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. And now the Broncos will burn another timeout here. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. Play action. Now Wilson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
The way he's been slinging it in the first half, you expect everything he throws to go for a touchdown, but I guess he's going to have to wait to try and pick up that third, isn't he?
Yeah, I thought he had him for a second, but you're right, not to be. And they'll go jet sweep to try to pick it up. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. And still plenty of time remaining here in this second quarter. On 4th down, they're going to try the jet sweep. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. So give him the first down. 1st and goal after a pickup of 4. And the decision to go for it pays off.
Straight ahead is Hall.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. From the gun, it's Wilson.
That's to Davis. He's got it.
Touchdown, New York. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass. And the Jets take a 3-touchdown lead. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
And still in the first half here, a long way to go. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. Now Wilson on first down. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
Well, it certainly feels like this defensive group has figured this guy out to the tune of a big lead in this one. And you know that he's frustrated with how this game has gone. And now with back-to-back interceptions, he's got to find a way to get out of his own head and start making better plays.
Uncorks one for Davis. And that nearly trouble, but it's incomplete. The rookie had it. And lost it, and it'll be second down. Now Wilson. Able to complete this one to Tyler Conklin. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Here's Wilson. Flushed out right. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And he will step out of bounds here inside the 30. A big play there just before halftime. And even 40 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now Wilson. Open man here is Conklin. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it, so on comes a field goal unit. Zerline's kick is up and through. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. It'll be the Broncos getting the football first in this second half as they trail, and we are back underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
It's 3rd and long now for Wilson and the Broncos after that sack.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Now we're into the second half now. This is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. And able to catch it, but he's out of bounds. Now the throw took him beyond the sideline, and that's going to be a turnover on downs. Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down, eluding the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
They started this drive backed up against the wall by the turnover, but I love their fight, planted their feet, and forced the incompletion on 1st down.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing is Wilson. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Wilson. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line.
Wilson to Wilson there. Zach to Garrett for a jet 1st down. Paul want to give up the middle.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. It's a gain of 7 on the ground. 2nd down coming up.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown.
Breece Hall
with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Jets have opened the lead up to 30.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
On 2nd and 7, Wilson He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12.
Working with a 2nd and 3.
To throw is Wilson. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. It's the correct call.
So now then, the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. On the handoff, it's Edmonds. And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll try to run with Edmonds. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Chase Edmonds taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Broncos are able to cut into that deficit. McManus now for the extra point. And the lead is down to 24. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
Berrios going to bring this out of the end zone.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Here we go. Like 22, he's coming. 22's coming.
This is Wilson on the jet sweep. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. Now a timeout called for by the defense. And that's going to leave him with just 1 timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt him. We'll be back. A give running right is Hall. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Jets on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Wilson. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. And the Broncos are going to have it here just past the 25. So a nice play defensively by the rookie coming up with the INT.
And that's a late-round pick right there, making a first-round impact. And a lot of these day 3 corners, they end up winding up on special teams and sub-packages and even on the practice squad. But he's really made an impact on this defense, and he comes up with the interception there.
That's to about the 28. Second down coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Open man Hamler, that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Wilson gets rid of it quickly. And all the way home for a Broncos score. A great play there. 39 yards. And the Broncos get a bit closer. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the 4th quarter after that one, CD. And, well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, and I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence, because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense, and he made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Russell Wilson now will bring his guys up to go for 2. Wilson going to throw for it. It's complete. And he will not make it to the goal line. The defense holds him here. And this is still a 3-score game as the lead remains 18. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Berrios now from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Certainly no reason to panic. They've got the 3-score lead, but the turnover last time, the interception that led to a touchdown, you'd have to think that might not be dialing that up again.
Yeah, probably not. They're still in fantastic shape, though, so I would imagine before he tried it out here for this series, head coach probably just leaned over to him and was like, listen, we're wearing these color shirts. Throw it to those guys, not the others. Try to make a joke out of it and just let him go out there with a little bit more confidence.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game.